Okay, welcome back to Catch Up with Coach. This is the NFL segment, which means not for long. So we're going to try to get in and get out. The NFL is a ton to talk about. So let's catch up with Coach on the NFL. And we cannot start the NFL without talking about my beloved Detroit Lions. Okay, I have no Detroit Lion paraphernalia behind me because the year that I worked with the Lions, we went 0-16. I'm from Detroit. I felt like I was the ultimate jinx that year. And we didn't win in college either the next year. So, be that as it may, I have my Detroit stuff, but again, my Lion stuff, I don't want to be the jinx. So I just love them in New England and deal with all the New England hate because I'm in Patriot Nation. I get it. And no, this P is not for the Patriots. Did that. Okay, let's jump in. My Detroit Lions. Listen, I lived in Philadelphia. I live in Philadelphia. I love the Eagles too. Jalen Hurts is on fire, and he got something to offer. I think if the Eagles really put it together and lean into his winning and leadership qualities, the Eagles would be fine, man. I think they got the guy they need to lead them. And the Eagles have to be okay playing barn burners like that and winning. Let's start there. But to my Lions, oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I know it hurts. But I want all my Detroit fans, my Detroit Lions fans, for those who are in New England or who are in Maine, which is where I am, okay, there are some Lions fans out here. So the Lions love is real in New England. And so to all of my New England Lions fans and to all of my Michiganians, okay, we put up 35 points, guys. Ladies and gents, we put up 35 points. I'm just telling you. And the year that I was with Marinelli and the Lions, we didn't score. The first game, I think we actually only put up 17 points. I think. Don't give me the line. I was too many games, too many losses. Yeah, too many headaches. So in that space, I'm saying, okay, now this is what my point is. All right, we battled our way into that game. We came out the gate in the first quarter, getting a 7-0, ending the quarter with 7-0. So if nothing else, we were not getting bullied. What I will say though, the wheels came off in the second quarter. The Eagles went on a 24-7 run. And going into half, look, 14-24, we down 10. Look, I'm used to being down with the Lions. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, keep it coming, keep playing. And they showed up, man. Look, the Lions was on Hard Knock. Those who believe Hard Knock is the kiss of death for your season. Look, if you're a Lions fan, I'm sure you're not thinking that's the reason we losing. I hope that's not what you're thinking. I mean, look, and Jared Goff is what he is. He went 21 for 37. He threw 215 for 2 tutties. Look, if you're looking for Jared Goff to throw the ball 40 times a game and think we're going to win, that's not going to be the lick. This is going to be the old Barry Sanders, Detroit Lions. And wait, I'm not saying Swift is Sanders, but I like his last name, and he was Swift with that thing. Listen, you get the ball 15 times a game, and you run that thing for 144 with a tutty. Come on, man. I don't want to talk about it. So I think they got to play great defense. That goes without saying. They got to play great defense. Goff cannot turn it over. He had a turnover. If he throw for 2 tutties, that's cool. But the turnover is the difference in the game, and that's winning that game. And they got to give the ball to Swift, period. They play good defense. Goff don't turn it over. We'll win 8 games this year. Easy. I can say we'll win 8. We may win more than 8. Yeah, but coach got them playing with some juice, boys. And so to all of my Lions fans out there, stay positive. It's only week 1. Don't turn off ESPN, turn off Get Up, turn Shannon Sharp off, turn them all off. At week 8, turn them back on and watch how they say the Detroit Lions is the grittiest NFL team. And if you catch them with the right lineup and the right matchups, you might catch around and catch an L. And it will be by the Detroit Lions this season. I'm calling it right now. Will we make the playoffs? I look, it's gonna be a tight race. So I don't want to get into predictions. I just enjoy talking about it, and I enjoy my Detroit Lions. Okay, all right. And shout out to Eagles. They got it done. Jalen Hurts got it off. Jalen Hurts, he threw the ball almost 34 times, I think. Let me see. Jalen Hurts threw the ball 32 times. He went 18 for 32. So he wasn't great. He threw for 243 yards, but he did not throw one pick. And that's the kicker. I'm telling you, if they stay with the Jalen Hurts method, I like that. The Jalen Hurts method, which is run the ball, play action, let him scramble, make a few big throws, big first downs. That he may end up throwing 2 touchdowns a game because of that method. And he has a national championship on his hands at the best school in college football. And so that will play a part. I'm telling you, watch what I tell you. That will play a part. All right, let's go to the next squad that we gonna talk about in the NFL. I love the Rams. You know why I love the Rams, to be quite honest? Not because of my man Matty Stafford. Okay, I love Stafford because he was with the Lions. I even like his commercial. You know, the AT&T commercial. It doesn't mean I don't love you. You know, I love you just as much as I love the new people. But I get to keep the same love, which is the same cell phone plan, whatever. Love the commercial. Shout out Matt Stafford. I appreciate all of the PR that they put in, showing the Detroit family love. But I'm telling you right now, the Rams looked a little shaky. Or did the Bills look like they done went back to the Billy Mafia, went and reloaded the clips and came out squeezing. I mean, they squeezed every little bit out of the Rams. And so, yeah, shout out Bills. The Bills are my son loves the Bills. He's like, I'm telling you, the Bills are the team to beat this year, Dad. Hey, what? He said, when you lose that many Super Bowls, you gotta at some point win. I'm like, bro, you wasn't even born when those Super Bowls happened. Like, I went through the agony, or I wasn't a Bills fan. I did feel bad that they lost those Super Bowls, but the power of YouTube. What do you want me to say? Shout out to the Bills. Shout out to the Chicago Bears, that Midway. They did get it done against the 49ers. 10-19. I got a few coaches on that staff. Keep doing your thing, boys. Can't wait to see you come down in the frozen tundra of New England. Hope to catch up with you. But as it were, everyone thought the 49ers was going to offload Jimmy G. At some point, I think they will. But 10-19, my man Lance over there, I don't know, is going to fix that score. And if they don't believe in Jimmy G, I'm going to tell you, the worst thing you can do for a quarterback is not believe in him. Because if you don't believe in him, the fan base won't believe in him. The players won't believe in him. Might as well offload him. That's what they're dealing with in the San Francisco Bay Area with Jimmy G. Jimmy G, a player, man. To think they're trying to offload him, you know who may mess around and get him. I'm not going to talk trade talks, but if Dallas had any sense, they would try to get into that party and see what they can do. And so that brings us to the Dallas Cowboys. Why do we talk about the Dallas Cowboys? Because the Dallas Cowboys is America's team. I'm not quite sure what that means today. Back in the 70s, I understood what it meant. America's team, man, it was only one team on TV on Sunday, and it happened to be the Dallas Cowboys because oil was hitting down there at that time. The oil industry was booming. Dallas got a new stadium. It seems like every 15, 20 years, Dallas has a new stadium. So they do it big in Dallas. Shout out Dallas. Shout out to my cousin Boo, who I know is a Dallas fan. I don't even get into all of that. I'm not a Dallas fan. Shout out to Pathway Vineyard, who has a Dallas past, Dallas Cowboys fan, who's the associate pastor. I'm not gonna get into name calling, but I was on the Dallas bandwagon last year because I thought they were loaded. I thought they had everything that they needed to go down there and win. But unfortunately, Dak is hurt. Okay. Dak is hurt. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if they can hold the line long enough to when Dak comes back. Flat out. Now, for those who think I'm hating, Coach, why are you hating on the Cowboys? I'm not hating on the Cowboys. They just win against Tommy TB12 Brady. What did you think was going to happen? And he had just an okay game. Like, what did you think was going to happen? And Coach Lolo down there, she coaching the D-line. What did you think was going to happen? Cowboys is not putting in that type of diversity work. You feel me? And my man Coach Bowles out there. And shout out to BA, who ushered in a Super Bowl for Tampa Bay and ushered in another good coach, period. Him being of color has nothing to do with him being a good coach. And that defense be snapping. Snap, 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 everywhere. Snap, snap. Okay, all right. For all of the people who've played for me there for the past 7 years, we used to say, what them hats say? And the guys would be like, hey, Hall, we got to get this soundbite. What them hats say? That's how them boys in the Bucks be playing defense. And so I'm not surprised that they spanked the Cowboys. I don't know why everyone else is, but carry on. My man TB12 and the Bucks and Cowboys. Hey, y'all got to keep doing what y'all doing. But I still think the Cowboys will be in the race at the end. I know the quarterback situation is going to be a problem. We'll see how that sorts, because it will sort itself. That I do believe. But I'm not that confident that the Cowboys will be in the race at the end of the day, which, for whatever it's worth, if they are, again, I think they have the talent. I just don't think they're not clicking yet. They're not clicking in the way that they were a year ago. And that could be from the hangover, the playoff loss hangover, because the expectations will always be high in Dallas, man. It just is what it is. Whether you agree with the expectation, that's not the point. The expectation exists, okay? The Dallas Cowboys will always be on the conversational table for sports talk radio in the NFL world. And the Cowboys fans are everywhere because of the 70s. I wasn't born in the 70s, but my uncle told me the 70s was damn good. Okay, let's move on. Whatever. All right. The G-Man got it done against the Titans, which shout out to New York. Lived in New York, love New York, hate New York, whatever New York. New York G-Man got it done 21-20 against the Titans. The Titans don't sleep. That's just a slugfest. Tannehill go get it right. And I do not think this is indicative of what the Giants will do or won't do. They were never in control of that game. Tennessee marched it up and down the field, running the ball like they do, and they do what they do. And Tannehill, really, he didn't have a bad game. Circumstances be what they be, safety, this, that, and the third. And the Giants get the 2-point conversion in the fourth quarter. Just because you win don't mean, just because you won week 1 don't mean you're going to the Super Bowl. And so for everyone who lost or won week 1, chill, homie, chill. Be where your feet are, because you are looking at the Super Bowl and the playoffs, and we just got out of week 1. Injuries haven't even taken a real effect on rosters yet. Up until only a few injuries affect the rosters. And if you think that's the only injury coming, or if you think your fantasy football roster is messed up, wait till next week. I'm just saying, wait till next week. So shout out to Daniel Jones. Look, I don't know who Daniel Jones is going to be in the NFL. What's our Saquon got it off, but again, man, I mean, and you talking about a clash of running backs and Saquon coming off an injury. He ran the ball for 18 times, 164 yards. Look, outside of excuse me, outside of Derrick Henry, he's probably the cat in the back that got the scat. I'm just telling you. But can he stay healthy? Can he stay healthy will be the question. And that defense. Look, I'm just gonna tell you, you can't go up and if you can get 7 points every quarter, just running that pill, dink dunk, dink dunk. Look, at some point you go bleed the defense out if the offense can't reciprocate that and keep that defense off the field. And so that will be the G-Man number one problem. I don't think there's nothing to worry about but the Titans. They just got to keep playing some football. Hey, the Raiders. Shout out to the Raiders. They hired Black American female in the front office, but they still took a L to the Chargers 19-24. Yeah. All of my Seahawks people and my Broncos people. What you want me to say? Geno Smith worked it. And he was juiced. Look, I'm not even going to talk about who had the if you want to go, who had the better game statistically, yeah, Wilson got it off. I mean, he don't throw the ball 42 times. That's why Elway brought him there. Threw the ball 42 times, 340 yards for one tutty, but he only completed 29 passes. And I'm not saying that to say it, but I'm just telling you, he go throw the pill. But my man Geno, this man Geno went 23 for 28 for 195 yards and 2 tutties. So now, if you're talking about who statistically showed up, Geno had everything to prove. Wilson had everything to prove. And the proving came out victorious, and I'm giving that bad to Geno Smith. Congratulations to Geno Smith. He's been going through that. He's gone through it. Man, it's nothing like a player you've known that gone through the trenches and come out on the other side of it, not only just alive, but thriving. And so I wish you all the best, Geno. Keep it rolling. Broncos, Wilson. Hey, Wilson's a praying man. He go pray himself right. I don't care what you talking about. All right, the Packers and the Vikings. This is a classic matchup. I want everyone out there to know the Vikings did what the Vikings do, and Green Bay did what Green Bay does. For all of the Mr. Rogers worries and was he right? Was he wrong? What is his beard gonna look like? What all of that? Look, I'm here to tell you the boy is a player, but they don't come out the gates on fire almost ever. And when he do get on fire, and when he gets on fire, everyone will talk about him being the MVP. Yes, they lost their receiver. Do you even recognize any of these names? Okay. Romeo Dobos, Robert Christian, Sammy. Here, that's the only one I remember. The rest of these names are just names. They lost their guy. Everyone know they lost their guy. When you lose your guy, you got to find some other guys. That's the best part about football. Everyone got an opportunity when the big dog leave. And so the plate is full. I don't want to hear nothing about you being full. All right, the Packers, they lost 7-23. And can I say they got Aaron Rodgers couldn't catch thread, and nor could his receivers. All right, I don't like it. Look, I predicted last year Aaron Rodgers was gonna go off. He lost early, but he was gonna go off in the mid, and by week 3 to week 17, he was gonna go off. But predicted he would not go to the Super Bowl just because, Rodgers is a good player and he distributes the ball well. He very, very Brett Favre-ish. I'm sure he hates when people does that too, but he's a gunslinger. And so he's going to be able to fit the ball in tight spots. And he just got a karma about him at the end of the game, which great quarterbacks do. But I don't think they've had the full recipe that they've needed to win a Super Bowl, and they certainly do not have it now. The Chiefs. Shout out to my man Jay Watt, a UPenn grad. They put up the points on my man Kyler. They say his name so fast. Sometimes I hear Tyler, but it's Kyler. Whatever. They put points on that man. 44-21, period. Dunsky. Get up out of here, bruh. The Commanders. My wife gets on me because I constantly just say the Redskins because of habit. I grew up with them being the Redskins, but right is right, and the Commanders got it done against Sunshine. Who's in the Sunshine State? The Jaguars. Sunshine go get it right. He competing out there. I don't like that. I don't like how the game ended with him throwing a pick on the scramble drill. But shout out to the Commanders, man, and shout out to Carson Wentz. He's a well-traveled guy that I think if anyone really kind of sit in there with him, they'll reap some of the benefits that he brings to the table. And in fact, every team has. He just hasn't been able to get it done because we're in a microwave season. And so everybody wants their quarterback to be the quarterback that can get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl because Nick Foles did it. I don't know. It's a quarterback every 10 years that comes out of nowhere that wins a Super Bowl. And everyone is like on pursuit to try to find that guy. Or the quarterback that comes out that goes rookie of the year or does ridiculous numbers and everyone's in pursuit of him. I want you guys to know, like, wait 20 more years. I guess to say, I don't know, man. Like, the quarterback is a critical role, but it's more to a football team than a quarterback. And there's a lot of ways to win without just having a dynamic quarterback. But I will say, like I told my son, they wanted him to play quarterback in middle school. And he was like, I'm not with that. I want to hit the quarterback. I will say this, okay? The quarterback has a lot of responsibility, but everyone does. I think the quarterback is just the most notable person on that football field that mistakes, whether people line up wrong, whether it's a false start, whether it's a delayed game, the quarterback gets all that heat. Not the O-line, not the running back. The quarterback gets all of the intangibles of the game that he does not master or he does master. The gift and the curse, he will get all of that love, but he will also get all of that hate. And so I only say that to say, Carson Wentz, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Let God guide you and let your game come to you. The Saints, my man Jameis Winston, who would have thought they was gonna beat the Falcons? Everybody, but who would have thought Jameis was gonna play somewhat of a decent game? Nobody, at least I didn't. I mean, he threw for 2 tutties, no picks. Whenever a quarterback throws the ball, percentage is high, and no picks, I don't care if he throws a pick. I don't care if he throws a touchdown. It's a good game. Like, now I can evaluate everyone else around him, right? So when you going back to Geno, everyone around him played exceptionally well. He missed 4 passes. He went 3 passes or 2. He went 26 or 28. Who does that? Okay. And he only threw the ball for 195 yards, but he threw for 2 touchdowns. So efficiency wins every time. And so Jameis, I mean, He went 23 for 34 and threw the ball for 269 yards and 2 tutties, no picks. That makes it a win for me. I'm gonna tell you one of the things that I think New Orleans does have to figure out is this running back situation for real, for real. I don't know if they go try to gimmick themselves all the way down the field with the run game. But Alvin, I don't know if he's gonna be out for the year. I don't know if he got hurt. I don't know if he was half go, but he touched the ball a total of 11 times, and 9 of them came in the backfield. 3 of them came out of the backfield at the receiver spot. I don't know, but if Tyson Hill is your lead and rusher, that's gonna be a problem. I'm just saying that. So they all have to iron that out. But they did get away with a victory. And as my man McGee say, who. And so they got their W. All right, they got their W. Moving to the Colts and the Texans. 2020, you end in a tie. I can't really believe the NFL is okay with that. I really cannot believe that. That's all I got to say about that. Neither of those teams are you really interested in, and neither am I. I mean, I'm just saying, I like the Colts because of Carson Wentz. And now that he's not over there no more, next. All right, Ravens, Jets, Jets. Okay, all right, whatever. We working on the sound over there. You got it? All right, I thought we talked through that, but maybe we did. All right, Lamar, Showtime, Jackson. Get it. You know what? I'm about to start calling Lamar Jackson just Action Jackson, bro. I know all of my millenniums don't even know who that is. That's Apollo Creed after he left the Rocky series, or after he got murked off in Rocky, he became Action Jackson. And that's Lamar Jackson. Dun-dun. Welcome to Lamar Action Jackson. Get money, boy. Hey, the Jets. I like the Jets. I like the head coach over there. He's a Michigan man. I've always liked the Jets, and I like the Jets because they make emphasis on defense, but they got a lot of things over there to work out. My man Flacco is starting, but they got to see if the Wonder Kid Wilson can get it done. And right now, 24-9 is not getting it done with the Jets, but they had to go against Lamar Action Jackson. Whatever. All right, last few teams on the radar just to kind of talk about and give you the scores. The Steelers, I love the Steelers over the Bengals. Bridge rivalries, Ohio, PA, don't get any better than that. And field goal kickers, I'm sure, could not sleep last night because the Steelers had the loss, and then the Bengals had the loss, and then the Steelers got the win. Who would have thought? But what an up and down game. Great game. Love Tomlin. Big fan. Love Steeler Nation. Yeah, and it's no better scenery to come out of the tunnel on their turnpike, on that PA turnpike, and you come out and then you just see Heinz Field. Beautiful downtown setting. When you talk about coming out of a tunnel of darkness and then you just see Heinz Field and everything downtown, that's fire. And the Doodoo Browns, they got a dub 26-24 against the Panthers. Hey, listen, the NFL is not for long. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Tune in to the podcast, Effort and Attitude. Catch up with Coach Sports Talk Radio. Until next time, hey, catch up with Coach. Peace.